A car that's only worth $1
Obviously, this is a piece of garbage.
to a car worth over $5 million and cars with the price between. YouTubers own the craziest cars I've ever seen. Starting off with MrBeast's shit car he bought for just $1, as he calls it, piece of garbage, and pointing out that the car doesn't even have windows. More than that, yet somehow, through a bit of tinkering and comedic effort, MrBeast manages to get it running, at least barely. The playfully contrasts the irony of the world's richest YouTuber even touching such a disastrous car. Next up, with FaZe Rug dropping a casual $5,000. Not on a car, but on a souped-up golf cart. This wasn't just a flex, it was a gift for his father, a tribute to the man who supported his rise on YouTube. While it may not be street legal, this custom golf cart is anything but ordinary. Decked out with custom wheels and a full carbon fiber dashboard, the vehicle is clearly built with care. The moment Rug presents it to his dad is filled with genuine emotion as his father reacts with shock and excitement. The golf cart, quirky and unexpected, turns into a symbol of gratitude as Miniminter decides to splash out around $15,000 on a vehicle most would associate with children or cartoon characters. A completely pink smart car. It's covered in butterfly decals, comes with an all-leather interior, and runs on the bare minimum of technology, including a comically outdated analog speedometer. The video highlights just how unresponsive the steering is, and how painfully slow it accelerates. Despite the enthusiasm during the initial reveal, Miniminter himself admits it's a terrible ride.
To this bad boy. You hear the engine? Look at the wheel right now. The car ain't turning and I'm doing this. That's how unresponsive it is. So we're going 20 to 60. Go. We're almost there. Come on. You can do it! I love my new car!
Now we start to level up. Agent, after going through a major personal transformation that included significant weight loss, celebrates his new lifestyle by investing over $100,000 in a fully customized BMW M4. This isn't your average luxury vehicle. It's a visual and performance powerhouse. The car sports a wide body kit, blacked out rims, purple underglow lighting, and air suspension that allows it to ride low and sleek. Tuned to over 500 horsepower, as his friend Kai hops in to take it for a spin.
I'm definitely still in this car when you sleep at night. What you mean by that, bro?
This BMW isn't just for show. It's a beast on the road. Things get even weirder when Logan Paul enters the picture. He spends $110,000, not on a sports car, but on a fully modified school bus. It's a nod to childhood nostalgia with a heavy twist of adult money. The bus was transformed by West Coast Customs, loaded with features that turn it into a mobile party zone. We're talking spiked rims, custom paint, a roof covered in forest-themed, artwork, built-in speakers, a functioning restroom, and even a rooftop hangout ladder. The narrator acknowledges the strangeness, calling it something that seems straight out of an elementary schoolyard dream. If that dream had a very large budget. It's wild, absurd, and undeniably Logan Paul. The story shifts to Duke Dennis, who goes full rap video mode with his $150,000 Dodge Hellcat Red Eye. Already an eye-catching model, Duke takes it to another level with a complete custom wrap in vibrant Hulk green, 24-inch wheels, and a style that screams main character energy. The narrator matches the high-octane energy of the moment with equally bold commentary, highlighting how the car immediately draws attention the second it rolls off the truck. It's more than just a flashy ride. It's an extension of Duke's brand and presence. The energy in this part is electric, with the narration hyping the visual impact and the way this car fits perfectly into the landscape of flashy, hip-hop inspired YouTuber culture, FaZe Adapt. As a lifelong fan of The Flash, Adapt uses $200,000 to turn a high-performance Nissan GTR into a superhero tribute. The exterior is coated in a glossy red wrap with a prominent flash lightning bolt, and the interior is decked out in complementary colors. The car also pays homage to his FaZe roots, featuring custom FaZe 4G auto rims and branding throughout. The narrator taps into the nostalgia and fan energy of the segment, showing how this isn't just a car, it's a fandom-fueled fantasy. Adapt's excitement is palpable, and the transformation from a standard GTR to a superhero's dream ride feels like a natural extension of his online persona. It's flashy, it's fast, and it's filled with personal meaning. making it one of the more emotional and identity-driven builds in the video. Now comes the chaos, and who better to bring it than XQC? After signing a jaw-dropping $100 million streaming deal, the notoriously unpredictable streamer goes on a wild spending spree. Among the purchases, a $300,000 McLaren 720S Spider. But this story takes a dark twist. XQC's informal common law marriage comes back to haunt him when his ex uses it to file for half his assets, including the McLaren. In court, it's revealed the car was stolen, retitled, and sold behind his back, even while legal restrictions were supposedly protecting it. The narrator revels in the mess, painting XQC as the chaotic gamer-turned-rich guy who just can't catch a break. This is less about the car itself, and more about the sheer absurdity of the situation, turning what should have been a flex into a courtroom drama that leaves viewers in disbelief. This segment veers into intensity.
In court order in motion so that the fucking asset was not to be driven, sold, or altered on the title. And somebody took the car, changed the title, then drove it to the dealership, and then sold it against all the court documents. You know, so I don't give a shit. That shit.
As Phantom and Kai Cenat each buy matching Lamborghinis. Phantom's a purple beast customized with a wide body kit, 24-inch rims, and a matte wrap that screams style. But things take a serious turn when Phantom, celebrating Dominican Heritage Day in the Bronx, is swarmed by undercover cops with guns drawn. Despite being at a public parade with children around, officers aggressively approach, pull him from the car, and drive away with the Lambo. The narrator is clearly critical of the situation, pointing out the unjust nature of the stop and the confusion it caused, particularly since Phantom was live streaming. What was supposed to be a joyful cultural celebration turns into a moment of fear and loss, with $330,000 essentially snatched in front of a live streaming audience. The segment balances awe for the car with outrage at the situation, making it one of the most dramatic in the video. And finally, the pinnacle. Carter Scherer throws down a mind-blowing $5 million on one of the rarest vehicles in the world, a 110th anniversary Bugatti Chiron. One of only 20 ever made, the car is forged almost entirely out of carbon fiber, making it both light and incredibly powerful. The narrator revels in the decadence of it all. Carter not only buys the car, but shows it off by casually rolling through a Chick-fil-A drive-thru, blowing the minds of minimum wage workers who likely make less than a single tire on that car. The absurdity of using a hypercar for fast food runs is exactly the kind of high-low contrast the video thrives on. This isn't just a car, it's a flex of unimaginable scale, and it cements Carter Scherer as the king of YouTuber car collectors. The narrator signs off with a final note of envy, disbelief, and humor, wrapping up the wild ride from a $1 clunker to a $5 million hypercar. And there we have it. A wild ride through some of the most insane cars YouTubers have ever owned. From a $1 junker to a multi-million-dollar masterpiece that looks like it belongs in a sci-fi movie. We've seen it all: passion, chaos, humor, and of course, a whole lot of horsepower. But behind every wheel was a story. For some, it was a dream come true. For others, just another way to break the internet. The cars were expensive, but the stories, priceless. Like, subscribe and stay tuned. Because when it comes to YouTubers and their cars, this is just the beginning.